I drink the tap water, stuff like that. Good morning. So today is going to be another what I eat in a day video. So it's almost 10 o'clock. I woke up at around 9 o'clock, which normally I wake up at around 7, so this is really late for me. But it's my one day off in a very long time, so I decided I would let myself sleep in, and I woke up at 9 o'clock and immediately had to do some work, so it's mostly a day off. But because of that, and because I had to delete some stuff off my camera before I was able to actually record this, I'm about most of the way done with a liter of water. So I try to drink a liter of water every morning, which I think I said in my last video, but it definitely varies how much I actually drink, like kind of based on how much I drank the day before or what kind of food I ate the day before. So like I'm feeling a little bit dehydrated this morning, and so I'm probably gonna drink more than I normally would, whereas if I like had eaten pretty well and drank pretty well all of yesterday, then I probably like wouldn't be able to stomach drinking a full liter of water right when I wake up. Whereas for me today, it's actually pretty easy to do so. So yeah, today is going to be hopefully a mix of things, a little bit of me just working around my house and doing stuff, around my apartment and doing stuff, and going to the gym, going to dance classes, maybe just going for a walk, definitely getting groceries. And I will see you for breakfast. Okay guys, so I just took a shower and now it's about 10:30, and I'm going to make myself some oatmeal. After this, I'm probably going grocery shopping, and we'll probably get some fruit, which I might eat a little bit of as well. So I've got a cup of oatmeal, which this is the like rice cooker cup, so it's not exactly a cup, but it's the only measuring tool that I have right now. So a cup of oatmeal, and then I'm gonna add some sugar, about maybe like 2 spoonfuls. Ooh, that might be too much. My measuring is often very big. And I have this gingerbread like seasoning thing that I got from the supermarket. It's got like cinnamon, cloves, I have no idea what else because I can't read it. Probably nutmeg, like I'm just guessing based on how it tastes. So I'm gonna put a little bit of that and then some vanilla extract, which once again I just got from basically a store that has quite a bit of international food options. So just a couple little bits of that, and then I'm going to add some water. So I'm adding water from my kettle because it's just easier for me to bring it over here, and like, yeah, approximately 1 to 1. I usually end up adding a little bit more water because I kind of don't like my oats too dry. I like them a little bit watery. And these are like some basic instant oats. Yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit more water. And so then I'm just gonna put them in the microwave for probably like a minute or so, and I'll show you when I'm done. So I added a little bit of extra water afterwards, a little bit of extra gingerbread seasoning, and a tiny bit more sugar. So I decided to take you guys along with me to the markets just downstairs from my apartment. So when you first walk in, you immediately see people selling stuff, and then you walk up this escalator to get to the second floor where there's like a lot of vendors selling things. To the left you can see there's some meat, and then there's an entire meat section, which of course I never go in, but then to the right there's all sorts of veggies, and then fresh fruit. There are persimmons right there, which I ended up buying, and here you see it's actually pretty tame, not that many people, but sometimes when I go it's super busy, depends on the time of day. And this day I was fortunate enough to see a cute little puppy. So I decided to eat the biggest persimmon that I got, and I washed it well, which By the way, I've always been like kind of lax about washing fruit and vegetables like in the US, but I've been a little bit more strict about it in China. So this is the part where I just start to ramble about nothing and then try to do something, which of course goes horribly wrong. And then just keep going on my little baby mukbang and continue to talk about absolutely nothing for about 20 minutes, but I'm not going to subject you guys to all of that, so here are just some clips of me munching on a super gooey persimmon that I get absolutely everywhere. Huge mess. So I've got my little potatoes. I've got 3 of them. I washed them as well as I can manage. So yeah, I'm going to just let that steam. I don't have an oven or anything, and I want to try to not use the microwave because I think it'll taste better if I steam them. So we're going to see what happens there. I'm just drinking some water. I'm getting ready to go to the gym. I filled this up about halfway, but I'll probably only drink like maybe 200 or 300 milliliters of it, and my potatoes are still going, but they are almost done. It's about 12:15, 12:20, and I'm bringing an apple and one of those potatoes with me in case my adventures get a little bit lost on the way and I'm like hungry, basically. So on my way to the gym, I'm already a little bit hungry. Obviously, I mean, it's like 1 o'clock now and I haven't eaten that much. So I'm gonna eat the potato I brought with me, and then I'll have the apple for later, and I'm just gonna like peel it back. It's really good. So I've got some kale with garlic and salt, pepper, some Italian seasoning, and a tiny bit of olive oil, like probably half a teaspoon, and maybe even less. And then some of the beans that I just got with some Chinese celery, which is like long and thin, but it's a little bit stronger in flavor than like regular celery. Lemon, garlic, same spices, salt, pepper, Italian seasoning, and then one of the sweet potatoes, which I just took the skin off. And this is my lunch at like 3 p.m. And I'm gonna eat this, go to the dance class, and then we'll see what I have for dinner later. 6 p.m., 6:30, 6:45. 6:45, just got back from my dance class, am hungry, so I'm going to have another persimmon, and then think about what I'm going to eat next, which I have no idea what it's going to be, so stay tuned. So this is not my full dinner, this is like a quick thing I decided to make because I'm hungry but I'm like really craving banana ice cream. Like I think I'm gonna have that after this, but we'll wait. I know it'll be super full if I do that, so just to do something simple, I have like maybe a half a cup of rice, probably less, with one of those entire cucumbers and then some cabbage. And I've put like a mustard dressing kind of thing on this, which is just mustard, Dijon mustard, sugar, some water, and some pepper. So I'm just going to make kind of little wrap things with it. Oh, look how pretty. Chocolate. It's dark chocolate, orange. So I made some banana ice cream. It's like 2-ish bananas, a little bit of mango, cocoa powder, some of that gingerbread seasoning, and some vanilla. And what I'm going to put on it is a little bit of freeze-dried jackfruit. My experience has been that I'm just using this literally because it's almost gone and I wanted to use the rest of it. But jackfruit, the flavor is interesting, but the texture I'm not a fan of, but the freeze dried I like. And then these are caramel cookies. They're like basically like little kind of spicy, like gingery type cookies. But I found them and they happen to be vegan, so here they go. Here, just gonna put a few of them on, just kind of crush them up. So this is gonna be my last meal, which means I'm gonna eat this. It's, you know, around 9 o'clock now, a little after. Eat this, do a little bit of work, and go to bed. Okay, thank you guys.